Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Home Media Reviews. Today's episode is on Thomas and his friends get along. Now let's get ready to rumble over to the history section. I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's just go to the history section before I do this anymore. So, Thomas's Friends Get Along was first released on VHS in 1998 by Anchor Bay, obviously, and then was re-released again on VHS in 2000. It was then later reprinted onto DVD in 2004, also by Anchor Bay, and then was re-released on DVD for a second time by Lionsgate in 2009. So yeah, a title that was actually reprinted in the later era. That's nice to see. Let's go ahead and move into the close-up section of Thomas and his Friends Get Along and Other Thomas Adventures. Alrighty, everyone. Here's your close-up view of Thomas and his Friends Get Along on VHS. We're going to start off here with the original 1998 copy. As you can see, you've got the classic Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends logo. Thomas and his Friends Get Along. Nice picture of Thomas and Sir Topham Hatt on the front there. Very nice. A collection of working together favorites. Indeed it is. Thomas with tracks that we all know and love. Go down the side here. Britt Allcroft. On the back, approximately 1 full hour of stories. There's a nice snapshot from, I believe that is Thomas Gets Bumped. I could be wrong at that. Maybe that's Trust Thomas. I think. Maybe. I'm not sure. And then a nice photo from Duck Takes Charge. Your blurb about what's on the tape and such, and your story stops. And a nice feature that they have here is they list the volume number that these stories come from. Just like that, you see? You got a little quote there. Entertainment to grow up with. There's your sticker. Thomas's Friends Get Along. I had to remove a little sticker off of mine that was not part of the original release, so that's why that's kind of messed up there. But that's your 1998 version. And now we move on to the 2000 VHS version. As you can see, it's in that new style of packaging. Thomas and Friends. Thomas's Friends Get Along, and they've now added the subtitle and Other Thomas Adventures, which doesn't make any sense because there's no story called Thomas's Friends Get Along. A nice picture of Thomas and Percy, but a picture of Duncan on the bottom here, which I believe this is from the Gallant Old Engine, and that story's not on this release, so I don't know why they put Duncan on the bottom there. He looks nice, I just don't know why they did it. Cartoon Thomas, scroll down the side here, Britt Allcroft. On the back, you've got a nice picture from James in a Mess and from Trust Thomas. Your blurb about what's on the tape and such. Approximately 1 full hour of stories like we saw on the last release. And your story stops, and a little Thomas next to it there. Slide out the slipcover, there's your ink label. And yeah, those are the 2 copies of Thomas's Friends Get Along that I have to show you today. Now, one thing I really like about this release is this is the only way that you can get some of the George Carlin narrated seasons 1 and 2 episodes. If we take a look here, episodes such as The Runaway, Better Late Than Never, Duck Takes Charge, and Tenors and Turntables were all previously narrated by Ringo Starr. And now you can get them with George Carlin narrating, which I think that's pretty cool that they actually went in and actually changed it for this release. Granted, it will sound a bit jarring to older fans who grew up with Ringo Starr's narration of those episodes, but hey, it's still nice to have them. So anyway, let's go ahead and head on back and answer the 5 main questions as always. Alright, so we're back from the close-up, and now it's time to answer the 5 main questions, as always. Number 1, where can you pick this product up? Standard answers, really, for the VHS copies, obviously eBay, and for the DVDs, FYE or your local Walmart, Target, etc. Number 2, is the product still being printed nowadays? I'm going to say no. In physical media, it is found on digital retailers. Your places like iTunes, Google Play, Vudu, that kind of retailer. Number 3, should you pick this product up? For the George Carlin narrated versions of 4 of those episodes that will never see the light of day again, yes, I would say that this is completely necessary for anyone to own, really. I completely recommend it. Number 4, where should you pick this product up? Same answers as number 1, eBay, FYE, or your local retailers. And number 5, what price should you pay? For the VHS copies, definitely don't want to leave the $5 to $10 range, especially for the 1998 one, because the 1998 one is becoming a bit more uncommon, so I would definitely stay in around the $10 range for that one. As for the DVDs, I would say pretty much the same price range, the $5 to $10 price range. So that's the home media review for Thomas's Friends. Get along. We're just a short few episodes away from breaking into the semi-modern era. We can finally get out of all this VHS territory, but that'll be another, 8 or 9 episodes down the road. In the meantime, our next episode is on Thomas Comes to Breakfast and Other Thomas Stories, my favorite VHS release of all time. Thank you all for watching, and as always, good night, everybody.